Vladan Balaban. The real work begins only after signing. Honeymoon's over, admits Vladan Balaban with his characteristic candor, nearly 2 years after he and his brother Nikola sold a 70% stake in M&I Systems, Serbia's leading ERP player, to Seyfor. Yet he wouldn't change the decision, and he sees the partnership as a constant journey forward. We would like to inform you that this voice recording was created by artificial intelligence. What was 2025 like?
Demanding, but in a good way. Revenues grew. The business expanded. 2025 was truly our first year of properly getting to know Seyfor and integrating with the group. We had to keep operations running while aligning finance, marketing, and accounting with the group whose systems were set up differently. On top of that, we were building our next acquisition pipeline. Personally, it was stressful, but I know we're heading the right way.
Mandatory reporting followed. Was that hard?
Well, you see, no. We knew reporting would come with the parent company. The real challenge is that a single model can't be applied everywhere. Business in Serbia or the Balkans is less structured, more relationship-driven. So when someone says, this is how we do it, it doesn't always work. Not because it's wrong, but because the environment is different. Integration, in my view, isn't just about us fitting in. It's also about the group understanding how and why we operate.
You used to say our markets are similar. That sounds different now.
As people, Serbs, Czechs, and Slovaks are closer than, say, Germans and us. The mentality is similar, but the market differs, less structured and disciplined than in Czech Republic. That's not criticism. It reflects the market's maturity.
Is that linked to sales and marketing?
Marketing matters, but it isn't yet converting into closed deals. We've run webinars, campaigns, digital activities, hundreds of attendees, very few deals. Selling 2 million euros projects through online advertising isn't straightforward. I don't think that's how it works. This is a relationship business, but maybe I'm wrong. Marketing helps with visibility and brand building, but business comes from trust. We're still giving it time. They say real results come only after 2 years, so we keep going. For now, though, relationships still drive our business.
M&I Systems joined Seyfor nearly 2 years ago. What's changed? What hasn't?
Seyfor surprised me pleasantly. Everyone was patient and careful. They gave us autonomy, showed us what needed to change, and it always made sense. It helped us enormously, especially in finance, controlling and reporting, and in how we approach growth. We're learning the transition from a family business to something closer to a corporation. But Seyfor still carries the essence of a family spirit. I think that's one of our strongest shared qualities.
If you could go back, would you make the same call?
Without question, though the real work only begins after signing. It's like a marriage. The honeymoon looks wonderful. Then reality sets in. Different expectations, working styles, priorities. Today, I'd be more precise, defining certain things at the start, not to stop the deal, but to avoid later misunderstandings. What you sweep under the carpet always comes back. Even so, I'm glad we did it. We knew what we were getting into.
Last year, you acquired Serbia's NPS. What was the other side like?
NPS was a great acquisition. It's been successfully integrated and is delivering against plan. Integration went more smoothly than our own, partly because they're smaller and focused on a more specific product, and partly because they had strong internal processes. What I took away was perspective. Negotiating with Seyfor, I was the seller. With NPS, I was the buyer. Having been in their position myself, I understood how they felt, the questions they asked, and the ones left unspoken. Everything I'd learned from Seyfor and Sandberg Capital about valuation, contracts, and due diligence sped up the whole process.
NPS brought MicrosoftDynamics into the portfolio. Goal or opportunity?
Both. We always wanted a complete portfolio, but the bigger goal is next becoming the #1 Business Central player across the Western Balkans. NPS gets us roughly 70% there. We have 3 more companies in the pipeline. If Seyfor backs further acquisitions, we can consolidate the market significantly.
Technology and AI. Your view?
This year, we've been building an AI-native ERP platform. No chatbot. AI-native means AI agents are built into the system, including reporting, automation, and development. We also use AI in development, which speeds up implementation significantly. We need roughly another year to finish it, but the platform exists. We've presented it to Seyfor, and now it's time to get it ready for market.
How do your clients respond to AI?
They're asking questions but don't know exactly what to ask. Some wait, others invest. Everyone expects AI to make products cheaper, but that's not automatic yet. The real challenge is managing AI so processes run faster and better while also capitalizing on it. Nobody has fully solved that. It's about timing, not too early, not too late either. I don't think AI will easily replace ERP systems. You have all the ingredients at home, yet still go to a restaurant. It's the biggest structural shift I've seen in 25 years, bigger than cloud, bigger than mobile technology, and faster. But it's an evolution, not the end of the old world.
M&I Systems started as a family business. What remains today?
The mentality, hard work, determination, and a willingness to learn and adapt. We're becoming more structured, but those values remain.
What's the most important thing you learnt from your father?
To learn, adapt, and innovate. Losing him was the hardest period we've been through. He was always the wisest person I could turn to for advice. After he was gone, Nicola and I had to trust ourselves fully. It moved us forward, but it was hard. If I could tell him something today, it's that I should have trusted the process more when younger and listened to him more.
Will the next generation continue the business?
My youngest son, David, is finishing his computer science degree in Barcelona. I hope he'll join us and continue building on what we have created within the Seyfor group. Not because it has to remain a family business, but because this DNA is worth preserving.
Thank you very much.